Some mysteries refuse to fade, lingering in the sands of time and capturing the imagination of every generation. And among these, Cleopatra's lost tomb stands as one of history's greatest and most enduring enigmas. Her story has everything: an extraordinary queen whose intelligence and charisma shaped empires, a tragic love affair with Mark Antony that changed the course of history, and the promise of immense treasure hidden somewhere beneath the Egyptian sands. But most tantalizing of all is her vanished resting place, a secret that has eluded discovery for over 2 millennia. For more than 2,000 years, explorers, archaeologists, and dreamers from around the world have been captivated by the idea of finding Cleopatra's tomb. The search has inspired countless expeditions, stories, and legends. Cleopatra was the last pharaoh of Egypt, ruling at a time when the ancient world was shifting. She stood at the crossroads of history as the mighty Roman Empire rose to dominance and Egypt's own power began to wane. To find her tomb would be to connect directly with that pivotal moment, a bridge between two great civilizations and a window into the life of a woman who defied expectations. Despite the countless discoveries made in Egypt, hidden chambers, golden treasures, and ancient texts, Cleopatra herself remains missing. This absence only adds to her legend, making her story even more powerful and mysterious. The search for Cleopatra's tomb is more than just an archaeological pursuit. It's a quest to connect with a figure who has become larger than life, a symbol of power, resilience, and intrigue. She represents intelligence, political cunning, and romance. Her image has inspired art, literature, and film for centuries. To uncover her tomb would be to solve one of history's ultimate riddles, unlocking secrets that have been buried for generations. The hunt continues, driven by a blend of curiosity, adventure, and the hope of making a discovery that would rewrite history. Today, teams of experts still scan the earth and sea using advanced technology to search both the deserts and the waters near Alexandria, where some believe Cleopatra may rest. Cleopatra's lost tomb is a reminder that the past is never truly gone. It's simply hidden, waiting for the right moment and the right people to bring it back into the light. As long as hope endures and curiosity drives us forward, the quest for Egypt's last queen will continue to captivate and inspire. The search is far from over. Somewhere beneath the shifting sands or the silent waters, Cleopatra's secret still waits to be found, and the world is not ready to stop looking. Cleopatra is often seen as a glamorous seductress, but the real woman was far more. She was the last of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek family ruling Egypt for centuries. Cleopatra was a brilliant strategist, diplomat, and leader who spoke multiple languages, including Egyptian. Her alliances with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony were calculated moves to secure Egypt's future. With Caesar, she gained protection and a son, Caesarion, hoping to unite Egypt and Rome. After Caesar's death, she partnered with Mark Antony, dreaming of an Eastern empire centered in Alexandria. Cleopatra wasn't just surviving, she was shaping history, challenging Rome itself. She used intellect, political savvy, and charm to fight for her kingdom's independence. Understanding the real Cleopatra shows why her tomb is more than treasure. It's about honoring a remarkable leader. Her legacy is why the search matters. Cleopatra's death is legendary, said to be suicide by asp after defeat by Octavian. But historians question this tale. Smuggling a deadly snake was unlikely, and venom is a slow way to die. Some believe she used a fast-acting poison, perhaps hidden in a hairpin, ensuring control over her fate. Octavian reportedly allowed her burial with Mark Antony, but the tomb's location was never clearly recorded. The mystery of her death and burial remains one of history's most tantalizing puzzles. The hunt for Cleopatra's tomb begins with the words of ancient historians, whose writings have survived the centuries. Chief among them is Plutarch, a Greek biographer and philosopher, whose accounts provide some of the earliest and most detailed clues about the final resting place of Egypt's last pharaoh. Plutarch wrote that after Cleopatra and Mark Antony's dramatic deaths, Octavian, later known as Augustus, permitted them a royal burial. He described a grand mausoleum, a structure fit for a queen and her lover, where they could be honored together in death as they were in life. The most tantalizing detail Plutarch offers is that the tomb was located near a temple of Isis, the powerful Egyptian goddess with whom Cleopatra closely identified. This connection to Isis was not just spiritual but political, as Cleopatra styled herself as the living embodiment of the goddess. This crucial clue suggests that the royal tomb was built beside one of the grand temples dedicated to Isis, likely in or near the bustling city of Alexandria, which was the heart of Cleopatra's kingdom and a center of ancient culture and power. Other ancient writers echo Plutarch's account, noting that the mausoleum was still unfinished at the time of Cleopatra's death. This detail hints at a hurried burial, perhaps under the watchful eyes of Roman conquerors, and a tomb that may never have reached its intended grandeur. Yet despite these evocative descriptions, the ancient texts remain frustratingly vague. They offer no precise directions, no coordinates, only poetic hints and ambiguous references that have puzzled generations of scholars. Over the centuries, Alexandria itself has changed dramatically. Earthquakes, tsunamis, and the relentless advance of the sea have altered the coastline, submerging parts of the ancient city and burying its wonders beneath layers of sand and water. Today, archaeologists must piece together the puzzle of Cleopatra's tomb in a city that has been transformed almost beyond recognition. They rely on these ancient whispers, sifting through ruins, old maps, and faded manuscripts, hoping to find a clue that others have missed. The clues consistently point toward a royal tomb near a temple of Isis, but the exact location remains one of history's greatest mysteries, hidden somewhere beneath the sands or the sea. The past offers tantalizing hints but no definitive map. Each fragment of evidence raises new questions, keeping the secret just out of reach. The search for Cleopatra's tomb continues through a city that has been rebuilt and reshaped countless times, where the ancient world lies hidden beneath the modern streets and the ever-shifting coastline. For those who seek Cleopatra's lost tomb, the ancient clues are both a blessing and a curse, offering hope but also reminding us how much history still lies buried, waiting to be discovered. Searching in Alexandria is daunting. This city is a living, breathing puzzle where every layer of history is stacked upon another, and the past is never far from the present. The ancient city lies buried beneath the modern metropolis, hidden under bustling streets, apartment blocks, and markets. Every step in Alexandria is a step over centuries of lost civilizations. New buildings cover old temples, making excavation nearly impossible. Construction projects often unearth fragments of the past, but most of the city's secrets remain locked away, inaccessible beneath concrete and steel. To complicate things, earthquakes and tsunamis have sunk much of ancient Alexandria, including the royal quarter, into the sea. The city's coastline has shifted dramatically over the centuries, swallowing palaces, temples, and entire neighborhoods. Now much of the search happens underwater. The Mediterranean hides what was once the heart of Alexandria, turning archaeologists into divers and explorers of a submerged world. Marine archaeologists have found statues, columns, and countless relics, evidence of a city that once rivaled Rome and Athens in splendor. They've even uncovered the foundations of Cleopatra's palace, now resting beneath the waves, a silent testament to her lost empire. Underwater archaeology is slow and difficult, requiring patience, precision, and courage. Visibility is often poor, currents are strong, and every artifact must be carefully documented and preserved. Finding a sealed tomb among scattered ruins is even harder. The seafloor is littered with debris, and centuries of storms have shifted and buried countless treasures. The tomb could be under a modern building, lost at sea, or somewhere yet unexplored. The possibilities are as vast as the city itself, stretching from crowded neighborhoods to the open water. The shifting landscape, on land and underwater, makes the search area vast and full of obstacles. Every year new discoveries are made, but the true heart of ancient Alexandria remains elusive. Finding Cleopatra means overcoming nature's fury, storms, tides, and relentless erosion, as well as the relentless march of time. Time and urban sprawl have both conspired to hide the past. Ancient columns stand beside busy streets, reminders of what lies beneath. The past is literally paved over or submerged, its stories muffled by layers of earth, water, and modern life. The challenge is immense, but the search presses on. Teams of archaeologists, historians, and divers work tirelessly, driven by the hope of a breakthrough. Each discovery brings us closer. Every artifact, every fragment is a clue in the grand puzzle of Alexandria's past. The sands and seas of Alexandria still guard their secrets, but with each passing year, we inch closer to uncovering the mysteries that have lain hidden for millennia. With Alexandria so challenging, archaeologists have turned to Taposiris Magna, 30 miles west. This temple complex, dedicated to Osiris, is a strong candidate for Cleopatra's burial, given her identification with Isis. Dr. Kathleen Martinez has led excavations here for over a decade, convinced it could hold the tomb. Her team has found tunnels, Greco-Roman mummies, coins with Cleopatra's image, and statues of Isis. A bust of Cleopatra and a mask believed to be Mark Antony's add intrigue. While the tomb remains elusive, ground-penetrating radar has revealed promising hidden chambers. Each find strengthens the case for Taposiris Magna as a key site. The search here is the most focused effort yet to solve the mystery. Why haven't we found Cleopatra's tomb? Time is the biggest enemy. Earthquakes and tsunamis may have destroyed or submerged it. Tomb robbers could have looted it centuries ago, leaving only ruins. Later rulers or Christians might have destroyed it to erase her memory. The tomb could be mistaken for another structure or buried under modern construction. Ancient texts are vague, and our best guesses may be wrong. The combination of natural disasters, looting, destruction, and human error makes the search incredibly difficult. We might be looking in the wrong place entirely. The odds are daunting, but the quest continues. Each obstacle is a reminder of the tomb's enduring mystery. The search is as challenging as it is compelling. Imagine the world's reaction if Cleopatra's tomb were found. It would rival the discovery of Tutankhamun. The tomb could reveal inscriptions, art, and artifacts offering Cleopatra's own perspective, not just the Roman version. It would reshape our understanding of her as a ruler, mother, and woman. For Egypt, it would be a source of pride and a tourism magnet. The find would showcase the power of modern archaeology and technology. If Mark Antony's remains were found too, it would confirm their legendary love story. The tomb would be a monument to power, love, and tragedy. It would answer old questions and spark new ones. The discovery would reignite global fascination with ancient Egypt. Cleopatra and Mark Antony's tomb remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Decades of searching have yielded clues, but not the final answer. The Queen's secrets are preserved not in stone, but in the power of her story. Every excavation, even without the tomb, adds to our knowledge. The hope of discovery drives new generations of archaeologists. The search is an adventure, connecting us to the past and keeping history alive. The quest is as compelling as Cleopatra herself. Will we ever find her? Maybe, maybe not. As long as the possibility exists, the search will continue. The mystery endures, and so does our fascination.